Nityananda Gora Chandra Gora Chandra. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna. Now, next phase, japa chanting. Get your beads out, everybody. Anybody wants to come on, you're welcome to. Here's the link here. What happened to you, Sachi? I thought you got your thing working. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Krishna. Oh my Lord Sri Krishna. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. Oh my Lord Sri Krishna, Chaitanya, Nityananda, Hare Krishna. Woo, Krishna! Hare, 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 Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna. Ah. Hey, another madman here. Looks like he's been smoking pot, or maybe smoking the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, puffing on Jesus. Hey, there she is. Sachi's, he's a scaredy cat. I don't blame you, Sachi. You never know. Very spontaneous here. Hey, the mood can change any second. I'm worse than River. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama. It's safer in the bleachers. Watch the show, man. Watch the ball game. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna. You can put your mics on, so let's hear you chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Rama Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, 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 Radha, Radha,
Hare
Radha,
Oh
Radha,
Lord.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Radha,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Radha. He Radhe, Radhe,
Ram Ram,
Gauranga.
Ram, Ram,
Radha, Radha,
Hare
Radha, 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 Radha,
Haribo.
Radha, Radha,
Haribo.
Radha,
Hare 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 Hare
Radha, Radha.
Hare
Oh,
Hare
my Lord, they.
Ram
Oh, Radhe,
Ram
Radhe,
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Radhe, Radhe,
Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Radhe, Radhe,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Radhe,
Ram
Radhe, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Radhe,
Hare
Radhe. Krishna, Krishna, Radhe,
Hare
Radhe.
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Radhe, Radhe, Radha, Radha.
Hare
Radha,
Radha, Radha.
Radha,
Hare
Radha, Radha,
Hare
Radha,
Hare
Radha,
Hare
Radha, Radha, Radha,
Hare
Radha, 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 Radha,
Hare
Radha.
Hare
Oh, my Lord Sri
Hare
Radhe.
Gauranga Hare Hare
Gauranga,
Hare
Gauranga, Nityanand.
Radhe, Radhe, Krishna, Radhe, Madhava, Radhe, Madhava,
Radha,
Radhe,
Radha.
Madhava, Radhe, Madhava, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe,
Hare
Madhava, Madhava, Madhava,
Hare
Radhe, Radhe,
Haridas, Haridas,
Radhe,
Haridas, Haridas,
Radhe, Radhe.
Haridas.
Radhe, 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 Madhava,
Krishna, Krishna.
Madhava. Mary, Sachi, there she is. Yeah, I made that trip. Good for you. Mary, Sachi. Look at this. You got something there. Feedback. Oh, there we go.
Nada.
Beautiful.
Radha, Radha,
Ah.
Radha. Speaking of
Hare
Radha, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra,
Jai
Jaya
Jai Sri
Gaura
Chaitanya.
Bhakta
Might be.
Vrinda,
Jai
Jaya
Jai.
Sri Advaita
Hare
Jai
Krishna.
Jai Sri Chaitanya.
Hi, Hari Hari.
I shall
Okay, mute your mics, everybody. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Radharasa Sudi Nidhi by Prabodhana Saraswati Thakur. The moon, the nectar moon of Sri Radha's sweetness. Standing erect, standing erect, the hairs of his body rebuke the blossoming of champaka flowers.
Please charge the battery is low.
Let's see here. What is this? Oh, there we go. Make that a little bigger. There we go. Oh, wow, this is great. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. All right. Oh, here we go. Ah, there we are. Standing erect, the hairs of his body rebuke the blossoming champaka flowers. Raising his arms again and again, he calls out, Hari! 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 Surrounded by his devotees. Again and again, he sings and dances. Streams of tears flow from his eyes and sprinkle the ground. Let us glorify him, Lord Gaurachandra. If it wasn't for him, we would not have any idea about this kind of bhakti. Yeah, yeah. It's a big secret. See, even they weren't even showing this when through the since Bhakti Vinod Thakur. It's all hidden. And now it's coming to light now. I see coming to light, coming to consciousness, people beginning to see it. Huh? So it's not surprising they're a little bit resistant. This is something very new, fresh off the press, Galoka news. Obeisances to the direction that faces Vishnu Banu's daughter. Obeisances to the direction that faces Sri Vishnu Banu's daughter. Yeah, I can't. I don't know if anybody's trying to come on, but I can't put any more people on. I have to arrange everything again just to put you on. So just
I can
uh,
go off.
no, everything's fine now. I just can't put new people on that are trying to come on. Lord Krishna, who cannot be attained by even the kings of the yogis, thinks that his life has now become a great success. Yeah. See, yeah, Lord Krishna, who cannot be attained by even the kings of the yogis, thinks that his life has now become a great success. Obeisances to the glory of Sri Vishnu Banu's daughter. Even Brahma, Shiva, and all the demigods cannot attain the pollen of her lotus feet. Her merciful glance showers the best of all nectars. See, nobody can attain this connection, this taste, this communion. This special love that Radha has, except through those who have a relationship with her and Vrindavan. No one. There's no way. That's why we see now. You look into the Namahatas, they can't get it. They don't know that. Can you imagine? They don't know that all they'd have to do is step over here. ISKCON, all they'd have to do is step over here, they could get it. The Narayan Raj group, all they have to do is step over here. into this Sangha and make friends with these devotees here. And they would learn about, because they can't attain it. Not even the demigods contain this. You have to have relationship with the real. That's why Prabhupada said the real spiritual master is a resident Vrindavan. They have to be, otherwise you'll never know Vrindavan. See, it's not by austerities that the Vaishnavas teach. It's not by the rules and regulations that the Vaishnavas teach. It's not by renunciation of the world that the Vaishnavas teach. It's through the devotees who chant the holy names with great ecstatic devotion. See, through them that you get this connection. See, born of their realization and their understanding. You see, our understanding here is different than theirs. In ISKCON and Gaudiya Math, they think by their works still. It's kind of like a Moses thing still. By their works, that they're gonna attain it, by their works. No, you attain it by association, you can't get it on your own, and that's why it's ludicrous. People, they think they have the same path as us. No way, man. This is so rare. Yeah, this is not like worshiping angels and demigods and even Jesus. You don't get this. You get some. I mean, I get happy and I like thinking about Jesus. There's a nice rust there, but you're not going to get this. This comes just like you can't get what was given by Jesus through Moses, by Moses. See? You can't get what was given by Lord Caitanya by Jesus. It's not. There's a difference in Ras. See, this is special. It's a special Ras. But you can bring like Jesus brought me here. He showed me what real love is and brought me to Krishna. It's beautiful. See, now it's like Shiksha Guru. You have to learn. Just like the devotees in ISKCON and these other places, other sampradayas, they need to have this Shiksha. Otherwise, they won't know this Ras. They have to get it through a relative that's empowered with this Vrindavan Ras.
When I can ask a question, let me know.
No, not now, not yet. I'll let you know. I meditate on the dust of Sri Radha's feet, dust that even Brahma, Shiva, and Shukadev, and Narada and Bhishma, and a host of great saints cannot see. Dust that has limitless power, and dust that at once transforms the Supreme Personality of Godhead into Sri Radha's submissive servant. Yeah, go ahead, Sachi. What's your question?
Yeah, it's a comment more than a question. It's very strong to be devoted to one's guru, whoever he or she may be. And so to go from one's own guru and go and listen to another guru, it's almost like betrayal. And so I would imagine that might be a part of what people experience in coming to listen here if they have another guru.
Yeah, well, of course, everybody's got to struggle with it. Those who are meant to come here will, if they hear the preaching, the Lord will give them some insight to come here when they're ready. Usually, if they're like tired of that path, it's frustrating. After a while, if your heart is looking for Krishna, you're not going to get it really deeply from a Vaidhi Bhakti. They're superficial. It's like, if you just want God in name only, in ceremony only, well, then go to the beginners, go to religion. But there are people in religion, like Jesus said, I have sheep in different folds. There are people there, they want more of God, the deeper connection. And so this preaching goes out and it touches people that are looking for more. Just like Jesus said, my sheep hear my voice. So the ones that the Lord wants to come to this Raganuga stage will hear this preaching. That voice is the Lord's voice on this level. If they're not looking for this, they'll go to like some of these gurus, that have a religion on that level of religion. So this is for those persons, who hear it. Yeah, yeah. So then they can go there. Yeah. Okay, back to we'll do Bhagavad Gita now. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, or something. See, maybe Srimad Bhagavatam. Maybe. Let's see here. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam, Chapter 1. No, Canto 1. And what is this? Departure of Lord Krishna for Dwarka. Chapter 10 in Srimad Bhagavatam. Sanaka Muni asked, after killing his enemies who desired to usurp his rightful inheritance, how did the greatest of all religious men, Maharaj Yudhisthira, assisted by his brothers, rule his subjects? Surely he could not freely enjoy his kingdom with unrestricted consciousness. Sutta Goswami said, Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the maintainer of the world, became pleased after re-establishing Maharaj Yudhisthira in his own kingdom, and after restoring the Kuru dynasty, which had been exhausted by the bamboo fire of anger. What's this? Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. See, this is on the internal level. See, Krishna became pleased when he established Maharaj Yudhisthira on the throne, because Maharaj Yudhisthira was a devotee. See? And that pleasure translates into the heart. See, if it's an internal thing too, not only external. It's just these are the pastimes. The Lord shows externally what's also going on internally. When a devotee is especially a saintly king, like a devotee like Maharaj Parikshit, they were devotees of the Pandavas. He became pleased by establishing devotees as the rulers of the world. See? Otherwise, that Lord in the heart is not pleased. Just like you can check your own hearts. Are you pleased with the rulers in this world? See, check your own hearts on that. Usually, if you're sensitive and you're spiritually advanced in some degree, your heart will not be pleased. That's why the good people, the demigods, they're not pleased. That's to the point of wanting to fight. They want to dethrone. They're not happy in their hearts, even to the mode of goodness, happiness. See, the demons are happy because they live in the lower chakra centers, which is control. See, control and domination by control, and sense enjoyment, and wanton just do as you wish, kill people, anything, just like animals. Matter of fact, it's kind of that kind of consciousness. Okay? So the demigods are not pleased. See? But the devotees, and that's why we must become a devotee, because we have to transcend this. Because the devotees are pleased regardless, just by satisfying. They know whether in heaven or in hell, they know how to satisfy Krishna and be satisfied, just like Krishna is satisfied. They know the art of this, and this is what we offer the world. Even Vaishnavas, you cannot be pleased if you're not on the ecstatic platform. You'll see that even Vaishnavas or in religion, and that's why even Christians, they're not pleased because most of them are really not deeply on the ecstatic platform. So they also want to fight to get some, get back into, where they feel a little happiness. See, but the advanced stage. Lord Chaitanya came to give the advanced stage of of God consciousness, real deep love of God, so we can transcend this situation and be pleased in our hearts because we've learned how to please the Lord. We got Bhakti Lata Bij, and we just do this. We grow this, and we're pleased, and we teach others. Hey, you want to also be pleased in the world? Okay, you don't know that it's actually the pleasure of the Lord in your heart. Well, you come here and get pleasure. You come here and be pleased. And then gradually you'll see how it all works. You'll see how intimate you are with the Lord, like the Pandavas. Arjuna was sleeping in the same bed with the Lord. See? That's an advanced devotee. You don't need the Lord to be physically there in the bed. That's an advanced devotee is like they sleep with the Lord all the time. Actually, everybody's sleeping with the Lord, but most people don't know that. Did you know, Slati, that you're a homo? You're a homo. You're a lesbian. You're sleeping with Radha.
Well, actually, I've been sleeping with my girl cat. But
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there you go. You got that too.
anyway, I'll keep that in mind. Maybe that's why I don't have any more dreams anymore.
We're actually, what do they call that when you go both ways? Bi. We're bi.
Bye.
We sleep with a man and a woman. We sleep with Radha and Krishna every night. They sleep with us. We sleep with them. They know it, but we don't know it. And they're waiting for us. Come on, man. Wake up, sleepy. Jeep Jago, man. We want participants in this. We don't just want to sleep with you. We want to sleep over. We want, you to, acknowledge us. Come in, quick. Come in the door, man. We got somebody out teaching how to get in here quick.
I like your new T-shirt, by the way.
Playa. See, it's about playa. Play. It's a play. Maharaj Yudhisthira, assisted by his brothers. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to back first. Sanaka Muni said, after killing his enemies who desired to usurp his rightful inheritance, how did the greatest of all religious men, Maharaj Yudhisthira, assisted by his brothers, rule his subjects? Surely he could not freely enjoy his kingdom with unrestricted consciousness. Shukadev Goswami said, I read that. Okay. Maharaj Yudhisthira, River, you want to read? Yeah. And if you want, get the book out. There, Satya, I might have you read something too. So it's Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1.
Yeah, I'm just getting it on Maharaj.
Chapter 10.
Chapter 1. Canto 1. Just getting it
Canto
on Maharaj.
1, I'd have to open up a new box.
You don't have to. I don't think we're going to go that long anyway. It's getting a little bit late here. Yeah, actually, just read a little bit, River.
Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 10, did you say?
Chapter 10. And verse number 3.
Verse number 3, okay. Verse number 3. The departure of Lord Krishna for Dwarka. Maharaj Yudhisthira, after being enlightened about what was spoken by Bhishma Devi and Lord Sri Krishna. Oh, I'll just start that again. Maharaj Yudhisthira, after being enlightened by what was spoken by Bhishma Devi and Lord Sri Krishna, the infallible, engaged himself in matters of perfect knowledge. Because all his misgivings were eradicated. Thus,
Yeah, and that's the importance of hearing this knowledge, this knowledge of the absolute truth, distinguished from the illusion. Our misgivings get eradicated. You see that this is real knowledge. I mean, this is better knowledge than you learn in school, because what you learn in school is just for survival of the body mainly, and they're not even very good at that, because the Rothschilds gave the agenda for the school and just made people like brainless zombies. Where you just, what are you, they're memorizing verses and stuff like this? Ridiculous. Very, very superficial education. And so this is the essence, is this kind of knowledge. It eradicates our misgivings in what is really real. And otherwise, this is so deep, this is so transcendental, that you need to hear from an experienced devotee that's experienced in transcendence. That's why your guru really needs to be bona fide. Otherwise, your misgivings will not be eradicated, especially at this level. We're not just teaching, well, we'll eradicate your misgivings so you can do ceremonial worship, in motivated religion. This is next platform, man. You need to have your misgivings in this level of worship, where this ecstatic worship, with the tears and the ecstasy and the intimate dealings between your soul and God, the supreme soul. See, you got to come here. You got to see it. You got to learn about it. You got to see it's the most wonderful thing in the world. And you just, and then you see all this bullshit you've been carrying on. You start gradually letting it go, you know, and realize, see, this are gradually, your misgivings are eradicated. You realize, oh yeah, this is a much better life than what I had before. The Maya has never been good to us. The Maya, it's not her job to be. She's good and bad, and the bad is not good, and the good is not really that good either. See, this is perfect goodness. That's why it's called pure goodness. There's nothing better than having something purely good. That's where real cleansing is, man. When you start tasting this bhakti, even hearing about it, and hearing from devotees, you start to feel clean inside. Not misgivings go, your misery goes, from your thinking material thoughts all day, and being around materialistic people, and, associate rubbing shoulders with envious people that you don't even know are envious. And, people, you come and you hear from devotees. You hear a vibration that's cleansing. It's a very important thing. That's why people must come in here. You got this. Like I had this lady, just was coming and he said, well, you're clear. I don't know. I don't need to hear. And then after a while, you don't even need to chant. What is this? And so that's the only way. They got to see and they got to hear enough to see that this path is different than the other paths that they're following. Go ahead, River, read.
okay. Thus, he ruled over the earth and the seas and was followed by his younger brothers. During the reign of Maharaj Yudhisthira, the clouds showered all the water that people needed, and the earth produced all the necessities of man in profusion. Maharaj, what does that mean, profusion?
Profuse, abundantly.
Abundantly, profuse. Oh yes. Due to its fatty milk bag and cheerful attitude, the cow used to moisten the grazing ground with milk.
Yeah, you see, during the reign of a devotee, everything becomes auspicious, and even on a material plane, things, the reign of devotees, because they're pleasing Krishna and they're intimate with the Lord. Why wouldn't it be nice? See, this is why you see we're like in a bubble, a bubble here because of our, not only me relating intimately, so many here. We're a family of intimate devotees, with a little baggage here and there, but that's going gradually, thank God. Don't bother me with it anymore. We're gonna appoint. You guys can have editors. You can go and talk to counselors. Sachi, appointing you counselor. You when we have an emergency, we're going to put you together with somebody. Tom, we're going to appoint you for you got to do some. If you got to do some service here, man. You guys. I got to get better at delegating things here.
Yeah. There you go.
Delegation. Yeah. 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 So anyway, this is that's why I love these books. They're so perfect. Yeah. That's why. Okay. We can't rule the world. We got people. The Lord still wants Biden in charge. Or Trump. They're all in the same thing. Wanted to still destroy more things. So they keep them. But in our world, okay, the Vaishnavas here are in charge. We have a true democracy here. Here the Lord is ruling us, and therefore He gives us the ideas and the understanding of how to disperse this information and this knowledge in this world and amongst each other, and everything goes on nicely. Yeah, yeah. And the only problems is when our minds are just from past. Gradually, it'll all go out because after a while it gets tired, it gives up. The Lord is relentless. This ecstasy is relentless. If you just stay here in this thing, you just relentlessly get blissed out. And after a while, you tire out the conditioning. Or you get tired of it. One of the two. It doesn't matter. Just you get tired of being miserable. Yeah. Go ahead, read on.
Mary, sorry, Maharaj. Does Mary want to read, Maharaj?
No, she's got too hard to get.
I don't have the first canto unless I open up a new box that I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Okay.
We're not going to be
Okay. So this is text 5. The rivers, oceans, hills, mountains, forests, creepers, and active drugs in every season paid their tax quota to the king in profusion. Because of the king's having no enemy, the living beings were not at any time disturbed by mental agonies. Is that agony?
Yeah, isn't that interesting? Having no enemy. That's a devotee, actually. Sometimes they may make some enemies if they're preaching confidential truths, which is inevitable. People, it's so purifying that if people hear it, that's why Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta Bhaktivinoda didn't preach the confidential thing. It's so purifying that it would make people inimical at first because they don't know what they're doing. You see what you got to go through. You're hearing these pure things, and it starts this cleansing process, and there's often a lot of projection coming out, and so that's why we can't handle a whole deluge of the masses to come here, because it's got to be more carefully handled here. See, and so, but basically, we would have no. If I kept my mouth shut, I would have no, and there would no enemies. It would just be smooth going. Because what happens is they see in a devotee that worships the Lord in ecstatic love for a long time, you don't no more reactions. You don't react because you don't hate anybody anymore. You don't hate the demons. You don't hate. You're not attracted to the demon. No, well, yeah, you're not attracted to demons like some people that are at that level. They're attracted to be ruled by demons, and you're not attracted to the demigods. You're not attracted there. You're not adverse to the demigods, or adverse to even the demons. See, you don't cause a reaction to them. This is what this kind of worship does, and that's where you attain the peace that surpasses all understanding. Okay? Otherwise, you're always going. Even here, you can see how you're causing reactions in the devotee sometimes. You say this, you do this. It reacts, and then there's ping pong. You know, so the more we get purified, the less material reactions they are, because we're now engaged in pure devotional worship, and that old stuff stops. Doing that. The action and reaction, action and reaction. Yeah, especially when you get to the taste platform. It goes very quickly at that point. Go ahead there, River.
Not at any time disturbed by mental agonies, diseases, or excessive heat or cold.
Yeah, see, freedom from the threefold miseries. This is one of the greatest things you get being a real devotee, or even devotees of devotees. You come under that shelter, then the threefold miseries of the body and the mind and the emotions and the other living entities, the demigods, forces of nature, they're diminished. I mean, we might feel some stuff, especially now. God, there's a group thing going on here. They, the demons are controlling the weather now. So usually the demigods, right? So now we got double trouble. You got the demigods to control the weather, and the demons. And the demons, they do it work. They don't wait for there to be some kind of karmic thing. They just go right in there anytime and anytime they want to start problems. Just like now back east in America, they just a snowstorm that you wouldn't believe, man. And this is definitely, they got massive control of the weather. It's called with a harp or something, and they
Yeah.
really got it down. I tell you, they can do anything: floods, tsunamis, earthquakes, anything. And they're proud of it, and they're using it now. This is the thing. So be in touch. Whatever they want to do, drought here, rain here. What do you think that unseasonable heat was in England? You think that's normal? All kinds of weird things are going, because this is all technology. It's all leveraged by the demons right now, and it's ultimately under the authority of the Lord, because this is a special pastimes. Even it's been predicted in the Bible that, hey man, this must come. Jesus said this must come. Isaiah said, yeah, you'll have a thing there to buy and sell. Otherwise, without the mark, you can't do it. If you don't think you're in the end times, like like it's the end of what was, then you're really out to lunch, man. You'll be probably lined up for all your shots and boosters and all that. And if you're still made it that far, well, hey man, you're going to be used as the robot. Go ahead.
Okay. Sri Hari, Lord Sri Krishna, resided at Hastinapur
Hastinapur.
for a few months to pacify his relatives and please his own sister, Subhadra. Afterwards, when the Lord asked permission to depart and the king gave it, the Lord offered his respects to Maharaj Yudhisthira by bowing down at his feet, and the king embraced him. After this, the Lord, being embraced by others and receiving their obeisances, got into his chariot. At that time, Subhadra, Draupadi, Kunti, Uttara, Gadhari, Didastra, I'm not sure I'm saying that one right, Yayutsi, sorry, Kripacharya, Nakula, Sahadevi, Bhimasin, Damuya, And
This is the greatest thing is just to become part of the family of God, man. This is that that is so wonderful.
yeah.
And we're already here. We're all part of this family here, that come. And what it is, you have that kind of affection. You give great respect to the Lord. You give great respect to the devotees. Well, ultimately, you'll see, even amongst ourselves, it'll be more and more like that. You'll see the Lord inside each other. You won't be bewildered by the conditioning. That's why the Lord doesn't pay it any mind, and I don't. It's just conditioning, man. You made it this far. You're going to get through. When you're in a good time, in a good mood, at a good, it's okay. It's just this stuff. It's just these remnants of the old thing going. But we're part of this family, and it's wonderful to be part of God's family. That's why He comes here. He comes here. To collect the devotees who some are just becoming part of the family, and some are like been working on this for lifetimes. They're just making more advancement. This is the harvest now. This is the harvesting time. This is the end of the age. This is it. This is the harvest time. We're harvesters. But you know what? We're no grim reapers here, man. The Grim Reaper is grim. Take you to hell. We're here to take you to the paradise forever. So come on board, everybody. We're the happy reapers. We're reaping the harvest for the kingdom. See, harvest for the kingdom, just like Jesus said in the Bible. At the end of the age, this is part. This is it. At the end of the age, we're harvesting. You notice? You see the kind of devotees coming here? Where does Fanny come? See, they're wanting is harvest me. We're ready to be harvested. It's Amy, we're being harvested and helping harvest others. Whoever will hear the message. You go out and chant, and one or two persons maybe come forward here and there. And and that's great. It's wonderful. Go ahead, read on.
And Satyavati all nearly fainted, because it was impossible for them to bear separation from Lord Krishna. The intelligent, who have understood the Supreme Lord in association with pure devotees, and have become freed from bad materialistic association.
There you go. You see, that's in a nutshell. Read that again. That sentence.
Okay. The intelligent, who have understood the Supreme Lord in association with pure devotees.
See,
And
that's where you become really intelligent. See, you want to know what intelligence is? Is learn about the Supreme Lord in association of intimate associates of God. That's intelligent. Otherwise, you're less intelligent. These gurus are less intelligent. See, all of them in the Narayana, the proud ones are so. I'm sorry, you're less intelligent if you don't come here and listen, because we prove that we have this authority. We prove that we have Prabhupada's order. We prove that we have Shuddha Bhakti here. And you're less intelligent. I think Amy and Fanny are much more intelligent than you guys. And you need to know that. You need to be humbled, because you think you're more intelligent, but you can't see the bhakti here. You can't see the intelligence here. You can't see the intimacy with God here. You don't even know what it is. And if you want to know, you got to come here. Otherwise, you're going to sit there in your proudness and teach your proud discourses. I see it. It's just, I listen to the Narayan. They're really, God, my God, they're getting so proud. I can't believe these gurus are so, they split little hairs. They just, one lady, just a little, one guru, Shamarani, this guru going, oh, she's not, my Narayan Raj said it was the Ross was, and he like splitting hairs. And basically reject. This is just so offensive. What kind of devotees are there becoming so proud? And these are your gurus. You need to hear this if you want any chance to get this. Otherwise, you stay less intelligent is not understanding this principle. You get the God's intelligence. Jesus preached this. You know, Jesus said he prayed, "Oh, it is right, Lord, that you give this understanding to babes." And these the so-called intelligentsia of the world, it's you hide it from them. See, so he calls whoever comes. It could be a person who is intelligent, you know, in the like they studied the Vedas and they're sannyasis or Brahmins or something. But true intelligence is to come before the devotee. All the studies of the Vedas, all your austerities, all your renunciations, I don't care how friggin' renounced you are, is so that you come before the empowered devotees. Now you become intelligent. Otherwise, you're less intelligent. You can't see that this is conclusive. This is the narrow gate. This is the real path. It all leads to the devotees, empowered to deliver the devotees. Everything you do, whether you follow the left-handed path or the right one. That's if you the left-handed is the demons, and you've been a demon, you did all those terrible things, and now somehow your heart is changed. So you realize you did dastardly things. You want a chance to get out of it. You can come here, and you'll become more intelligent than even these demigod types, the good people that do everything right and nothing wrong. You'll be better than them simply because whatever you did on the left-handed path has brought you here. I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating, man. This is really for real. And people need to know that. That's why I'm so a bit tough on people that you found the real path and then you reject it. You found the real path and you gotten so much, like this stuff happens so nicely for you and then you leave it. You don't care about it. It's like a slap in the face. Oh, well, okay. Then it would just put you out there. You can stay out in the cold for a while. And if you're lucky, some of my students will come and help you out. This is the process. Lord Caitanya, if you couldn't get like that Haridas, you couldn't, Haridas got personal association with Lord Caitanya. And he left. Like here. Personal association. And they left. And Lord Caitanya, oh, what is this? He left. And he says, you go anywhere you want. I'm not responsible for you anymore. And the devotees went around and they said they kept him engaged. See? So if you don't get it this time, you get so much, opportunity here, and then you act like that. You're lucky if some of my students come and get you. Otherwise, you got to stay in this, stew in this. Pretty hard-hearted, right, Sachi? I'm a mean guy, right?
Not really. Just on the surface, it seems like it sometimes. But I know you better. You hang in there. That's the thing, is that you've hung in there and keep trying with these, all of us, me included.
Yes. I don't try. I go in and get the job done.
That's why I'm not always sure I can come on, because I don't know what's going to happen today.
Try is not in my dictionary. Go ahead. It's a little bit more.
Okay. Freed from bad materialistic association, can never avoid hearing the glories of the Lord.
See, free from bad materialistic association. That's really actually important. Free from intimate association. Don't take from people that are in Maya. I mean, like take them in their heart and be real intimate, because your heart will get polluted. See? And you'll lose the taste for chanting. I know, I've done this many times. Even at the level of tasting bhakti, if you let intimate association with materialists or even demigod types who don't have faith in what we're doing, and you let them in intimately in your heart will get contaminated. And you'll find all of a sudden you lose the taste for the name. And that's the treasure. You don't ever want to lose the taste. You can go and be, a little bit, that's when you want to be superficial with materialistic people until they come in and they become like, what do you call, favorable, and they begin to want this. That's it's just that's it. Otherwise, the intimacy with materialistic people will contaminate the heart, and it makes it difficult to chant. See, materialistic people, if they is simply this, they don't have faith in what you're doing. They don't have faith in ecstatic chanting, and you do. You have faith in ecstatic chanters. They don't. See, and you get intimate with them, all of a sudden you don't have any faith in ecstatic chanting, or you can't chant on the level. So just watch that. That's all. You can go associate with whoever you want. Maybe like Sachi goes to the kirtan. That's fine. Just watch the intimacy thing, because that'll keep you on the goody two shoes level. Go ahead, read on.
Can never avoid hearing the glories of the Lord.
Yes,
Even
you got to be in this. You got to see when you're like this and you follow that procedure there, you can never. I mean, you always will want to hear the glories of the Lord. They're so beautiful. They're so wonderful. You'll want to speak about the glories of the Lord. You want to speak about who you love and help people also develop, become part of this transcendental family. See, the opportunity is here now for people. Look at the people coming, new people. You notice that a lot of new people, and they're coming because of many of you. They made the connection from you, and now they're here. See how it works as a team. It's not a one-person job. We work together with choppers and spades. We go in there and uncover the deity. We go into the jungle. The jungle's everywhere, man. Just we're hunters in the jungle, man. Go ahead.
okay, can never avoid hearing the glories of the Lord, even though they have heard them only once. How could the Pandavas tolerate his separation? For they have been intimately associated with his person, seeing him
That's
face to face.
another thing. You need association with devotees to get attached to the Lord. Otherwise, very hard to get attached to the Lord. I mean, really attached. Well, you're attached to rules and regulation. That's pretty superficial. That's kind of like a ceremonial thing. Oh, you just go there just to make sure, because you want to, maybe you don't even really have that much faith in God, but you want, just in case you want to go to heaven, so you make sure you go to church once a month or something. Yeah. Yeah. What was the last sentence there?
It was how could the Pandavas
Yeah,
tolerate his
you can't tolerate separation. That's why the only practical, functional way, I like that word that I got from Tom, functional way to get this attachment is through the devotees who are attached transcendentally to the Lord. Yeah. There's no other practical way to get it. Yeah. You can, and then you can overcome all these. You can overcome everything by the mercy of Guru, Krishna, and the Vaishnavas. Yeah, go ahead.
okay. Intimately associated with his person, seeing him face to face, touching him, conversing with him, and sleeping, sitting, and dancing with him. We did that with you, Maharaj. We did all those things with you. Okay. All their hearts were melting from on the pot of attraction. All their hearts were melting for him on the pot of attraction.
On
They
the
looked
path
at
of attraction,
no,
path.
Maharaj, it says pot, P-O-T. It might be
Oh, on
spelt
the
wrong.
path of attraction. But you know what? On the path of attraction, actually.
Okay. On the path of attraction. So
Yeah, and
all
that's
the
important. See, this is the path of prema, is the path of attraction. See, attraction is transcendental attraction. It's very hard to be transcendently attracted to a personality that is beyond the modes of nature. You know, beyond goodness, passion, ignorance, beyond liberation, even. That's why liberated devotees, they're not attracted to the Lord automatically. They have to take the association of a Vaishnava. See, a Vaishnava who is on the see, they're relishing the ras of oneness with God. See? A devotee is relishing the relationship of being a servant or servitor of that transcendental Lord in one of these four rasas of Vrindavan. So to get that, you need to be with a devotee that is like that. Otherwise, you won't even know what this is. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
kid. They looked at him without blinking their eyes, and they moved hither and thither in perplexity. The female relatives, whose eyes were flooded with tears of anxiety for Krishna, came out of the palace. They could not stop their tears, only with great difficulty. They feared that tears would cause misfortune at the time of departure. While the
Well,
Lord
I don't know about that. That's really mighty.
Could you read it again? I want to
yeah,
hear it.
She wants to
okay,
hear the mighty thing. Go
yeah.
ahead.
The female relatives, whose eyes were flooded with tears of anxiety for Krishna, came out of the palace. They could maybe I read it wrong. They
No,
could
no,
stop their
you didn't read it wrong. No, go
okay, they
ahead.
could stop their tears only with great difficulty. They feared that tears would cause misfortune at the time of departure. Oh, I see, yeah, Vaidi. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, see, Dwarka Ras, Dwarka Ras is a little bit on reverence mixed with affection. So that could be there. That could be there, definitely. They're trying to hold back the tears, but they're feeling with affection, but they want to hold it back. The misfortune, it could be is like other people see, and then they criticize you. Well, you're not supposed to
Yeah.
cry. It's kind of like they say, the Vaidhi principles. You're not supposed to cry in the temple. And Narayan Maharaj was teaching. Vaishnavas are teaching up to that point of also, if you feel anything for Krishna, hold it back. Don't show anything. Don't show the tears. You know. See, but they think it's misfortune, but it's not. It's great fortune. That the Lord came. See, the deeper you understand Krishna, and if it's time to reveal these things, it's fantastic because then people they get purified by those tears. It's like the water. It's like water thrown on you from the conch. Although you don't have to get the water over you. You just see those tears, and the water goes over you. That's better than getting that physical water, thrown on you. Just see the tears of devotees whose eyes are like conch, and the tears are pouring over the name that they're chanting. That's the deity for them. Okay? The name, the pastimes, the qualities of the Lord. See, you're going to the temple when you see that. It's like you're going to the temple and you're seeing the artik. You see the flame as they're passionately wanting to meet with the Lord when they're chanting, and then the tears come, when they meet the Lord. See, then the union of Radha and Krishna in their hearts. See, and the tears come in the conch of the eye sockets, and pour over the name. See, you just That's better than going. That's 1,000 times better than going to the temple, because you don't see that at the temple. You don't see the crying of the deities, do you? You don't see the relationship of the deity and the devotee, really, other than you see that. So you got the dry eyes of the devotees like this. Usually they're dry. Maybe some are a little wet, but mostly, they're, oh, I respect you, Lord, right? And the deity's right there. Oh, looking maybe respectful, but not moving, and definitely not crying. So that's what you see. So this is a better darshan, more stronger, powerful, because you see the more intimacy of the devotee worshiping God, even though he's just there chanting Hare Krishna in front of you. His eyes are bathing the deity, and his heart is waving the flame. Oh Lord, please, you must come. I want to meet you. See these different things. Okay, that's enough for today. I got to go eat. It's time for me to eat. It's time for you to go to bed. We want to get Tom regulated. No,
Oh,
no. He forgot. He gave that up. Anyway, he keeps showing up here, so that's the main thing.
yeah.
Both classes, that's the main thing. Krishna will overlook his not being regulated devotee. All right, thank you everybody for coming, on the audience out there, and we'll be back.